Hey guys, thank y'all for joining us for this short little video. I've got Mr. Jerry here. We're going to interview him just for a few minutes to talk about his story here and what he's done with Fate Fitness so far. So let's just start off. This is Mr. Jerry, and I'm going to start off with the questions. So number one, how long have you been a member at Fate Fitness?
Maybe 9 weeks.
9 weeks? Wow. It seems like it's longer than that, but that's good. Okay, so what exercise program did you do before you came to Fate Fitness? What were you involved in?
Went over the goals and just did the machines and did some of the free weights.
Okay.
But I didn't really know what I was doing.
Okay.
So I was probably doing more damage than I was help.
Okay, so you didn't really have a trainer, you didn't go to classes, you were just doing it on your own. Okay, a lot of people do that. And then what were your overall fitness goals when you came to us? Like what were your objectives like?
Mostly two. One, I wanted to be able to do at 70, 80, what I could do at 50 years of age.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to be able to avoid as much as I can the things that I see happening to my friends.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Knees, hips,
Right.
heart,
Heart, yeah, ooh, that's a big one.
all that stuff. So.
Yeah, that's good. Those are good goals. You know, I hear a lot of times, especially ladies, they'll come in here and they're like, I got a wedding to get ready for, or I'm going on vacation, I'm going on a cruise, and I just want to look good in my bikini. So those are goals, but they're not really lifelong type of goals that really are health related. So I really love the fact that you have good solid goals that are not superficial, not to say that, you know, those goals aren't good, but sometimes they don't drive us hard enough to actually stay with a program like we really need to do over a long period of time. So having lifelong goals is a little bit more substantial. Okay, so I'm going to ask the big one. How old are you?
I'll be 73 in a couple of months.
73!
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Mr. Jerry is such a breath of fresh air to us, and he brings such great energy to us. So he doesn't even know what he means to us, really. So I just wanted to kind of put that out there, although that might be a personal question. Some people might be wondering, how old is Mr. Jerry? Okay, so did you have any health issues before you joined?
Yes.
Okay, tell us about that.
Well, several things. One, blood pressure was 160 over 90, and it's down now to 120 over 80. My knees bother me. I had trouble going up downstairs.
Yeah.
It's gone away.
Wow.
My lower back hurt, and because I started working on my core, it doesn't hurt at all anymore.
Wow.
And
Getting on the toilet.
oh yeah, getting off a chair,
Yeah.
or the toilet or something like that. I used to have to use my
Right.
hands.
Right.
Now I don't have to. So a lot
Wow.
of little, like balance.
Yeah, little things.
This week, the first time I could walk on that curb.
Yeah.
Before I was falling off of it.
Right.
And as you get older,
Yes.
balance is what really gets you in trouble.
That is true. That is definitely true.
Fall and
And that's
hurt
where
yourself.
people fall. And then they'll end up bumping their head, and then they'll end up having the stroke. It's just, I've seen it, more times than not. So that's awesome. I love all of that. That's just great. So now the next question, did you doubt that you could do the classes? When you first came in here and you saw everybody working out, and you saw your daughter, she's been here for a while, did you feel like you just this is too much for me?
Yeah.
You did? Was you a little scared?
The first week I only came once. And then the second week I came twice. And then we were gone for 2 weeks.
That's right.
And I saw these women, they're in their 80s, and they walk every morning at 7:30.
Yeah.
And then they go to water aerobics. And I thought, that's what I want to be. I want
Yeah.
to be able to do what
Right.
they're doing when they're in their 80s.
Right.
So I came back and I really got serious about it.
Yeah.
And I've been doing it like 5 weeks now.
5
Seriously.
weeks, like seriously,
Yeah.
coming often. Okay, so now that leads to my next question. How often do you do the classes now? When you first started, it was once or twice a week.
Yeah. I try to do 6, but usually I do 5.
Wow.
And
That's more than I do probably, so, I mean,
But
why are you
what-
trying to okay,
what I
never
found
mind.
out is I really didn't start seeing any progress until I was going 4 and 5 times a week.
Yeah. That's good though that you built up to that. So somebody that's just starting out, they don't have to come in here and do 5 classes a week. You wouldn't say, you're a beginner, just come in here 5 times a week, but you built up to that and then you progressed. Okay, so do you feel at this point that you're stronger and healthier? And if you do feel so, like in what ways are you? Like we already discussed some of them. So how about your blood pressure and your, that sort of thing, your cholesterol? And
pulse dropped from 75 to 65, sometimes 62, somewhere in there.
Wow.
And of course, blood pressure is down, and I'm hoping to get off of Lisinopril, which is for high blood pressure. He's stuck me on.
Right.
And
okay.
I just feel a whole lot better. I have more energy.
More energy. Yeah.
And I can do more.
Right.
Which I stay busy a lot.
Yeah.
And I can now even do more.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Okay. So now, what would be your advice if you was to see somebody else at your young age? What would you tell them? Like, what would you say to them? Like, just kind of start and.
Yeah, probably it's not too late. You start wherever you are.
Right.
When I first came in, it was a little discouraging because everybody knew what to do. I can't remember but one thing at a time.
Right, yeah.
And so I remember to do my core, but I'd forget to do other things.
Yeah.
But the thing, somebody told me, and I think it's really true, is that for 40 years, you go to your job. Mm-hmm. You get there at 8, leave at 5.
Yeah.
So you can do this.
Right.
But you've got to treat it like it's your job from now on.
Yeah.
So you have to be here at 9 o'clock, and you can leave at 10.
Yeah.
So you only have to work 5 hours a week instead of 40 or 50.
That's right. I like that.
That's the way I look at it.
That's good.
It's something you get into your schedule, and you just do it.
Now, you don't, like if you was to come in here, you don't feel like you have to do every single thing on that board, do you?
No.
I mean, don't you kind of take, your time and you do, the exercises that you feel like you can do, and then you just call it a day? That's an hour of working out, which is much better than sitting on your couch watching, a game show, at this time of the morning.
That's one thing that's important to me because I don't feel like I have to do 30. If I can do 10, then maybe I do a 10 and I rest and I do another 10.
Yeah.
But the good thing about Victor and Amy is that they adjust it so you can do it. You can do all the exercises, but you may not do it exactly the way everybody else is doing it. But you can kind of.
Yeah, there's always modifications.
Modifications.
So that's what I was going to say. There's so many different TRX movements, or even movements that we do with step-ups or the dumbbells or anything that can be modified for anyone. We have one lady that comes in here and she only has function in one hand. So we have to accommodate every single exercise for her to only be able to use the one hand. So that's what personal training is all about. And if you are a personal trainer and you can't modify things for your clients, or if you are going to a gym and you feel like they're not modifying something for you, you really need to take a second look at that, because that's not professional, number one, and that's not considering your client first and foremost. When you're just trying to get the job done, you're leading a class or you're doing a session and you can't modify something, take a step back and really investigate, where you are in your training level, because that is what we do for our clients, for those that are 73, for those that are 14. So we train everyone in between, all different levels of activity. Okay, so thank you very much, Mr. Jerry. I certainly appreciate your time today, and I know that everyone's going to really enjoy your interview and your time that you spent with us. So thank you again for joining us, and listen out for our next interview. Have a great day.